What is up? What is up? Push the chair a bit this way. What is up, boys? Welcome up. Welcome. Going to be somewhat thinking of maybe moving the setup today. Sorry about earlier. The stream cuts out. Can't fix that. It just cuts out and I can't fix it. But good morning, good afternoon. Hope everyone's doing safe and doing well. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate the people who are on earlier. I do appreciate that. So yeah, today I'm thinking of possibly moving my table maybe this way or possibly where it used to be. I just don't know yet. So I'm kind of thinking about that. And hopefully I can think of something by the end of today to see where I want to put the table at, because the moving process, we've already packed up a lot of the stuff. As you guys can see, everything's packed over there. So I kind of thought I probably have enough room to move the table around and possibly try doing that. I'm not doing it because of camera angle. I just don't really know if I like the camera being up here, if you know what I mean. I'm possibly going to put... The only thing I was kind of thinking about is moving the both monitors around. So I probably will do that. I'm not sure. But I'll have to kind of think about it, because I got a couple of games on here that I do play, but I don't know if I want to move that today or tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it today and just say fuck it. I might do it today. So, because a lot of the games I play are like League of Legends and shit like that, or Elder Scrolls Online, and that's like RPG game type that I honestly just play. So it's, you know, that's that. I think what I gotta do is actually unloosen the bottom of my computer. So it's gonna suck. But I hope everyone's doing okay, doing well. I'm going to be talking about a lot of games today, talking about a few games in mind. Oh wow, I'm already unscrewing it with my damn finger. What the shit? There we go. Didn't even have to get a screwdriver to actually get that. It was already loose. Huh, that's kind of weird. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today, is kind of switch the monitors around, because I kind of think that's most of it. Hopefully we don't have troubles moving both these around. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get my Coke. We'll get into that. If you guys are brand new to the channel, welcome. I'm Defuse. We're going to get into the stream. It's going to be good. After I move the monitors around, that's when we can start talking about some things that I kind of want to get off my chest. A couple of games that I've played and stuff like that. So I think that'll be pretty cool. But I'll be right back, and stick with me, chat. Okay, boys, I'm back. I'm thinking I will just move it right now real quick and then see what happens. So take me, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna move the monitors and switch them around. I do it because I wanted to play a few games face on, but I kind of thought with what's happening, it's, you know, not good for that. Let me put you guys down here for the time being while I quickly move this. This is my Coke. It's in the way. Okay, so I might actually put that like that. Back like here. Put this one here. And hopefully I can like that. I think that's pretty. It's not stable. It's gonna fall, but try lining them up actually. Probably the best thing to do, and then push this one in like that. Looks pretty. Okay, hopefully this will do its little magic. Okay, I think we got it. Nice. Just had to, if you chat have just joined and you're probably thinking what's happening, I just switched the monitors around, so kind of wanted to do that tonight. I got the switch up, booked already up, pretty good. Go like that. Put the books right here. And the charger. Plug that back into the computer. Okay, hang on, boys. Okay, boys, I'm back. Sorry about that, okay, boys? I think it looks pretty good. Okay. We have finally fixed it. Hopefully. I think I fixed it, so yeah. Sorry about that thing. Is my audio good? KCL plays, thanks for following my dude. Okay, I think we're Gucci. I can finally just sit like this. I think before that was kind of a struggle. Kind of. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the games I want to talk about on Steam is something that I think we got to talk about. Taking my phone. Okay, so Steam. Okay. We have been. Let me turn this up a sec on loud as hell. Actually, I could keep it on, but let me just. Okay, so Steam games. We have been. I've been on Steam since when did I start Steam? Actually, 2015. So I've been on it for 6 to 7 years now, and I'm still like without a console, it's very hard not to play a video game. So you kind of have to go to the route where you have to go onto your computer to find a video game to play. For the time being, I think that's what a lot of people stress about. Having a really bad computer running really bad games. Like 60 hertz, 1 gigabyte. It's very rough. It is very rough. So I'm going to go through all the games. So there was one, let me see. There was Fortnite. Fortnite, I played it ever since I got the PlayStation. And it didn't really feel fun after a couple of months later. I don't know how people can play it. I think playing a video game for so many days on end is just crazy to even think about. I mean, you see people who are playing Fortnite every day. Every day they wake up, they play Fortnite. They would play all these other variety games, but when I played it, I think it was the first week I was excited, and I was doing levels. I was getting so many levels in a couple of days, and then I think when I started to not like it anymore, I decided to just stop playing it because I kind of thought that it was a bit hectic. There was just too many fights happening with Fortnite, especially like when I was on Fortnite. I would remember getting in a fight with one of the boys, just doing a 1v1, and I'm like, that's pretty it's very rough because when I was on Fortnite, it was honestly, the fact that I left was actually good. I don't think I'll return to Fortnite any sooner or later. After me playing it has kind of put the boys in the place that, yeah, we still talk, we still, do all this other stuff and other streams, and we play all these other games, but is it still there? You know, is the friendship still there? You know, is the boys okay with versing and losing? I mean, if you're Crazy Guy 21, you would suck to lose. And so, with what Crazy Guy did was he talked shit for a few months, saying he was better than most other streamers were. He was talking about him wanting to verse all these other streamers, and then he got to me, and that's when he kind of said, "Diffuse, you're a bot, blah blah blah," and that's when I kind of came back at him and did the 1v1. I destroyed him, and he just went. He was mad. He was really mad, and I think the next day later he actually blocked me, but then he wanted to be friends again, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just let him do that, and so I just let him do what he wanted to do, pretty much. And for now, these days, with me not being on Fortnite, I think it's made people better on who they are today. I mean, thank God I'm not playing Fortnite today, honestly, because if I was still playing it by today, I would have been versing so many other people, because there would be other friends who would get involved, and they would try getting into this massive 1v1 where it was like 5 streamers wanting to fight each other, and then we had to make a 1v1 1v1 1v1, and it was 5 streamers. And I mean, Fortnite, like ever since before I joined the Fortnite thing, like the live streaming, because I was doing what the boys did, and then a lot of the boys would, you know, they'll play Fortnite, they'll be having fun, they'll be getting along, they'll be making fun content, funniest content I've ever seen on YouTube in a live stream, that's for sure. I would laugh at it and stuff like that, but then ever since I joined, it's like honestly the biggest battle that people don't expect. Like, you don't expect your best friend to talk shit to you behind your back, but in a live stream. It makes no sense. So he was going on, there was other people involved that I had to 1v1. As you know, I destroyed those people who tried to get involved, and I destroyed Luke as well. And I noticed ever since, and those other streamers involved, and I've 1v1 them, and I legit destroyed them or wrecked them in any way of a 1v1, and ever since I left, everything's gone back to normal. So I feel like it's kind of a curse. If I go back to Fortnite, I'm going to have 50 streamers or 20 streamers coming back at me saying, yo, verse me, verse blah, blah, and it's going to be like, nah. You know, this time it's just doing solos myself. Because I remember, if I would jump online, one of my boys would say, yo, jump on Fortnite. I would jump on Fortnite, and the motherfucker would go offline. And I'm like, my friend just told me to get online, and now he's offline. So what the fuck, like, what do we do that, you know? And so that's why I just never thought of going back to Fortnite. It's like I was doing levels, I was doing ranking, I was doing really well. And then all this shit started to happen. There was fights and this and that. It just didn't go as planned, is what I thought. And so that's kind of a thing that if I ever go back, it could happen again. I don't want to have my whole Twitch just about fights and stuff that I don't really want on the channel. I would rather have a couple of gamers being in a squad and actually getting the dub. But every time, there would be this one person who would always jump in the squad and be like, I want to 1v1 you, and that's when shit starts. And so it is what it is. And that's why I just never really cared or bothered to really go back. Okay? That's my honest opinion. I would rather not go back anytime sooner. because I know if I was to ever go back, there'd be more fights between the boys, and that has a spark, and that's why I've just, I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to play with Crazy Guy 21 anymore, and if I was to ever play with him on stream, I would for sure be banned in just a day or two. But seeing how a lot of things was at one stage the boys were like, yo, you should get the PS4 pass and stuff and all that. I get it, and then they don't play with me, so I'm like, this is just a waste of fucking money. I thought the boys would actually appreciate me getting a PS4 pass or whatever it's called, and I would actually use it and be able to play them on GDA and stuff like that. I remember the first day I got it, and no one hooked me up. Everyone was like, oh, well, that's good. And I was like, so what was the point of getting me, what's the point of getting the PS Pass if no one's going to fucking play with me, So the only person who actually decided to play games was Dr. Ninja Ghost Rider, because he would always want to play games all the time. And I don't have a biggie, I don't have problems with that. I think last year I did because I didn't have a console, but I see why he wants to play a lot, and that's totally fine. At least I have a friend who wants to play a lot, but sometimes he's not on, and that's all good. Like today, he's not on, I don't think. Vicar, thank you for the follower. Yeah, let me check on Steam. Not Steam, Zoom. But yeah, I mean, just the way that people are friends with you, you gotta watch out the ones you trust, because sometimes they go complete not friends. Like, they would act super shit. This is really fucking bright. Holy shit, I gotta turn that down. Let me change the brightness real quickly. It's pretty bright. Okay, there we go. But yeah, crazy. Is he actually streaming right now? Oh, there you go. First day 2 in lockdown. First day of 2. First day of... Okay. Yeah, there's just so many memories of, things that have happened, just, looking back is good, the times that we didn't fight and stuff. I think everything's normal now, like, me and him would cool, and it would be totally fine, like, me and some other people who had the fights, we haven't talked since, and we will never talk. I got rid of a few people that I disowned and didn't really like, and, Crazy Guy was actually probably the closest person of me getting rid of, but for some, I don't know how, but we just came back together and we started making these live streams, and it was crazy. And then we came back and we're actually doing some fun live streams. I think it was kind of awkward because I know that there was going to be someone to join our lobby and wanting to start a fight. So it was kind of a downer with that. But I would say just the stuff, what's happened, and it's like other people making videos about it and stuff like that. It happened pretty much, I'd say, from probably like 7-8 months ago. This is when all the fights were happening, and it was all because of the 1v1 on Fortnite, and it's like, in my opinion, I wish I never really joined Fortnite, but I knew Fortnite was going to be fun to stream, so I decided to do that anyway, and doing that and it's crazy. I mean, the 1v1 that me and Crazy Guy 21 had on UFC, he deleted the stream where I actually beated him. And if he wants to come back and use me for views and say, oh, we didn't 1v1, I have proof. Okay, boys, I got the pictures. Okay. And it happens. If you lose to a friend, it's not like your whole career's gone. I mean, at least you still have your live streaming career, and that's okay. But, you know, I feel like the thing what's happened is, was crazy, because I think ever since Crazy Guy 21, he has changed his name to Gas of Sundown. You know, he would have versed all these other people, and he would get a lot of people in a stream. Now, these days, he's not getting as much. I think the only people in his streams that going there is some of his fans from, you know, some of his fans, I should say. But yeah, it's good that his chat interacts with him still, because if he had nothing going on in the chat, he wouldn't be streaming today, you know. But he is, and that's good. It's good seeing him move on from the past. We're still friends. We still talk, even behind the scenes of these live streams. Yeah, I mean, we still talk. We do our thing. It's Gucci. And yeah. But yeah, I feel like if I was to, you know, ever go back to Fortnite, it would be kind of that issue where a friend would want to actually verse you. And I know a lot of friends are like that, but then that's what starts arguments and fights, and I felt like that was pretty bad, but yeah. Anyway, with that said, we're talking about the other game, what I've actually played for probably 2 years. I haven't actually touched it. I haven't even gone into the game in 2 years. It's Garry's Mod. Now, Garry's Mod is it's like a sandbox. It's like a sandbox game where there's all these different customizable things added in the game. You look at, you know, Garry's Mod growing from years ago when it first came out. And I think it was really good because back in the day, you could make a map, you could play County Strike on it, you could do all these cool things. And that's what brought County Strike alive, because of Garry's Mod. If there was no Garry's Mod, I don't think there would be a CS. Source or either the original one. The new CS wasn't made from Garry's Mod. The very old to CSGO gameplays, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, were made by Garry's Mod, and I think Garry's Mod is one of the best games for role-playing, making good content, and just having fun with your friends and stuff. I think that the game itself should have a little bit of game modes in it. It does have prop hunt, does have all these other things, but a lot of people are so interested into other game modes, so getting updated every day and stuff like that. But it being a couple of years now in the making of the game, I don't think developers have really cared about it. They put the most stuff on the game that made the game alive and how popular it is by today. And I think it's, you know, very interesting how that game has made entire Steam players around the globe actually have it downloaded. So it's crazy. I have it downloaded. I haven't played it in 2 years. Sad. I just never really got into the RP. I think I did RP back in 2016 with, I can't remember. I think I was doing cosplay or something. I can't remember, but yeah, that's that. The other game is Ring of Elysium. It's a battle royale game. There's only 50 players, I'm pretty sure. I haven't really looked into the details of the game since it ever came out because I wasn't able to run it. because the game has somewhat of a it has the biggest texture pack updates ever. That you try updating, that motherfucker gonna take as long as hell. So I didn't really care shitless to really play it, honestly. And it didn't have the right mechanical graphics and stuff like that for my computer, so it kind of sucked. But yeah. Peace Restored was a pretty good game. I just kind of thought that was kind of boring. Star Trek Online. I played it the first day. I was already fucking bored. I didn't know what I was doing. Today's my birthday. A horror game, but only goes for 10 minutes. A very good demo game. I think you guys should go and check out. World War II Online. You can play it, but it's only training mode. I think the single player and the multiplayer online were actually cancelled by the game, so there's no real point in downloading the game. The next game is MVPS. It's a gun game. It's like a very old kind of, I would say, it's like Call of Duty, but third person, but very, very old. And it doesn't really have as much guns in it and stuff. You got Punch, 2 sumo wrestlers, fat motherfuckers wrestling around in the ring. 3-minute games, really good game. I don't know why I downloaded that. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 you can't finish. I think you can't finish the game because the game goes on and on and on. So I think after, because I did Destiny 2, people were saying if I would return or not. I don't think I will. Knowing the fact that I've already played it, I've done all my levels and my ranking and all that, I've already known what the game's about. I just feel like if I was to ever go back, it would be kind of a bad start off. I would start off with Doom or Halo. I've already done Doom, but I would rather play the actual game. I was playing the demo when I was doing Doom. Stay Out. I can't remember what that was. I think that was a survival game. Best in the West. Gun game. It's like Red Dead, but different. It has levels. It's got a timer. Forza Horizon 4. Very, very good game. It's got very good graphics. Better quality than most games have. And it's probably the best first-person driving game in the world. You can hook up a steering wheel, pedals, a clutch, gears, and all that. And actually pretty much drive like you're in real life. So it's pretty good. It has really good graphics too. Minecraft Windows Edition. I think there was a couple of there's other Minecrafts. You got Minecraft Java, Minecraft Edition, Minecraft Bedrock, Minecraft Dungeons, and I think there was another Minecraft. I think all those Minecrafts are really good. Don't disrespect them, but because I'm getting older now, I wouldn't really go back to it, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm getting older. I don't want to keep playing Minecraft. I think the only time I'll play Minecraft is when I'm playing with Demon Slayer Sin. We might do a 10-hour stream, just play Minecraft or something on one of his servers. So that's cool. H1Z1, Battle Royale, and normal H1. I think when we played H1, it was very interesting. It wasn't like a Battle Royale. Actually, yeah, it kind of was, because I had a gas and everything like that. So it's like a kind of a circle, okay? Like a normal Battle Royale would have, like a zone or storm or gas. In H1, they called it gas, the gas zone. And I think H1 was actually pretty interesting, because H1 was more addictive than most other games that were on the PlayStation, because on PlayStation they don't really sell as many games as what they used to. A lot of the games now these days are really stupid anime games, like as I said in yesterday's stream, that I don't really participate anymore on. So I think the anime is kind of a bit of a downfall. But I would go back and actually see those things, and I think it's pretty cool. The Red Eclipse 2, very good game. It's a space 5v5, 10v10, I'm pretty sure. It has a lot of jumping, because it's in space. You're going to be jumping, you're going to be floating because of gravity, so it's a pretty good game. 5v5, there's only one map. I think there's actually a couple of maps. Yeah, pretty technical too. The Hunter Classic, I would say it's a pretty good game. I just wish my computer was more high definition for more quality on it, so I could be able to play the games that I wanted to on Hunter Classic, because they had other games like Hunter Classic, and I think I would actually enjoy playing that if I had a really good computer, but I don't really have a good computer at the moment, and that sucks. So yeah. County Snipe, it's where you're standing in one place and you're sniping from a building. It's cartoonish. Rum Royale, didn't really like the game. It was a bit like a rip-off scam of Fortnite, so I didn't really care about that. Crossfire was kind of boring. Dirty Bomb was kind of boring. Creative Destruction was kind of boring. Blockade and Classical Block Post were kind of boring. Planet Side 2 I've played, but Planet Side 2 was... didn't know what I was doing. I deleted it, and I didn't really care about knowing what the game was. I think I was trying to look at every object in the game and read like trailers and stuff. And I think with Planet Side 2 is it wasn't... I just like, I joined it. I didn't know what I was doing, so it was kind of hard for that. Hard for me to actually understand what the game was all about. But yeah, Overstep, pretty good parkour game. Apex Legends was pretty good at the time, but then I missed a landing jump and I fell in lava. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 was pretty good. I think this one's actually... I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways. Let me see. Okay, so I don't know if is it Copa Petiro Races? I don't know, it's a card game. It's supposed to be some racing game, but it was kind of shit, so I deleted it. There was another game, there was a survival game, that was Korma. It was kind of a bad game too. Autumn Fishing 2 was pretty good. You chill out with the boys, you know, you go fishing, pretty good. War Thunder was pretty good because it had the tanks and the planes and all that. So that was pretty good. Project Torco was pretty good. It didn't have the best quality, but it was okay. Fireworks Mania demo that I've downloaded. Just, I don't know why I downloaded that. Fireworks Mania demo, where you place fireworks in a neighborhood or something and the fireworks go off. Doom demo is the one I played for... I'm trying to think. Doom demo I tried back 2020... June or July or August. Can't remember. One of those days. And I played the entire Doom demo. I think it was pretty fun. I think clashing people's heads in and blood scattering like Mortal Kombat was pretty good. Payday 2... I did play it, but it was in 2019 or 2018 is when I did Payday 2. So it's pretty good. Golf Galore is pretty good. Paintball War. It's kind of boring. Me and Benny Boy played it. It was kind of boring already. Delirious Metal Racing, pretty boring. Look in the Dark, horror game, boring. Freestyle 2, Free Street Basketball was boring because I couldn't log in and it kept telling me an error for some reason. Survival Frenzy was boring. Lord of the Rings was actually pretty fun back in 2011. And now it's... I don't know. It got boring. I don't know. Paddlins. I played that on stream. I would say Paddlins is like Overwatch. But it had the kind of feel to it that it felt good to play. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just fucking just do Overwatch instead of Paddlins. Maybe I'll do that. Paddlins was like anime and shit, so yeah. But yeah. Unturned was a survival game. It was a pretty good pixelated block Minecraft game that you could survive off. Quirk Champions, I couldn't run that, so I don't know what that was about. Splitgate Arena, I think I made a video about that in 2016. Super Barney World, it's like Super Mario where you're jumping off, you know, the old Mario from the flip phone. It's like that, but for computers, so it's pretty good. I played Halo Custom Edition. I played that when I was at school in year 7. That's when I started getting into Halo. Thank you for the boys who actually showed me. Good old friends back in the day, you know. DC Universe Online was pretty boring. Didn't really like that. Darwin Project was pretty good. It had the arrow, bow and arrow and all that. The reload, the mechanics on it was kind of terrible, but okay. Tactical Operations, I had no idea what that one is. I think that was the Army military one. Didn't really run on the computer properly. OI Soccer was pretty good. High Octane Drift was pretty bad. Fishing Planet was pretty good. Free Fire was bad. Heroes of General was bad. Super Buckyball was pretty... I can't remember what that one was, actually. Black Squad was kind of a 5v5 SWAT team game. It was pretty good. Black Shot Revolution was pretty good back in the day, but now it's kind of bad. Albion Online is pretty good. Among Us is pretty good. Cormon, pretty good. Counter-Strike Source is pretty good. Dead Fortune 2 is pretty good. Elder Scrolls is pretty good. Euro Truck Simulator is pretty good. GTR Revolutions is pretty good for very bad computers. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Link is pretty good. Uno is pretty good. Line of Sight is pretty good. Waste of Survival is pretty good. Man Out 2, it's good, but it's very boring because the fact that the developers didn't really care about the game anymore, that I don't think you can actually download it anymore. People who had the files and the save links for the game can still play it. The other game is No More Room in Hell. Zombie game is okay. Modern Combat gun game, not Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat and Modern Combat were pretty good. RuneScape is pretty good. Star Wars Battlefront's pretty good. Brawlhalla is pretty good. American's Army is pretty good. War Mode, War Trigger, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, the old one, the original, and the 2 were pretty good. Roblox, I would say it's pretty good because it's got some little games in there that you don't expect. And then Elder Scrolls, and that's the last one. And yeah, and that's all the games I have on the computer. So it's pretty crazy. So there's some bad ones and some good ones. I just didn't have the time to go through all my video games and shit. Now these days it's actually... it's not as actual bad. But yeah. Ken Zane. Dab, Floss, Planetside, Terror. Account created March 20. Yeah, fuck it. This guy comes back in, starts talking shit, I'll definitely ban him. But yeah, that's about the games. Anyway, so I want to talk about something else. Something happened in yesterday's stream that I let happen, and I should not have let it happen. It was about Demon Slayer Sin. I'm not going to make this as a clip or a video because both sides of the boys are going to be pretty mad at what I'm about to say. I feel like that was kind of a... in my defense, it was kind of bad. But I went with it because I thought... so, okay. I think the video will explain it even much better. So, yeah. DeFuseGGX gets a phone call by Demon Slayer Sin. Demon Slayer Sin couldn't get his mic working. I didn't have my mic working either for some reason. And so he was listening to me through my live stream. So everything I say on my live stream, he would respond back. So it felt like that we were in a live stream. In a call. So he called me. We couldn't really talk because both mics were broken. And the only way he could hear me was watching my stream. And the only way I heard him was because of phone call. Because his end was broken and my end was good. He was calling me a lot of names. And after that, the chat decided to talk shit to Demon Slayer Sin because Demon Slayer Sin said, "Fuck you, Diffuse." Joking. You know, kept saying all these meaning words, you know. Sad. But, after that, I think, who was it actually? I'm Your Big Fan actually came in and started talking shit back to Demon Slayer Sin, and I thought that was kind of a little joke. And then I turn off the stream. My boys are still going at each other. I'm like, God damn. And I would read out the stuff that they said, but it's a bit too violent for Twitch, guidelines, DMCA, you know what I mean, Chad? And I was like, okay, well, I thought you boys were just joking about that. I thought you boys were just, saying swear words to each other, like what I do to my friends. Like, I'd be like, yo, fuck you, and they'll be like, fuck you back. But we don't mean it. We don't mean it. We're just joking around. So I kind of thought that Demon Slayer Sin and I'm Your Big Fan was joking around. And I was like, oh, they must be joking around. So I end the stream. I'm ready to upload the stream to YouTube, like what I do every day. And then they're still going at each other in the chat while I was offline. And then Demon Slayer Sin texts me back and says, I thought me and him were okay. I thought we were just joking around, swearing and all that. And I said, that's what I thought. And so after that, it kind of went pretty bad because I was kind of in a crossfire because I didn't know what to do. And so with the boys, I kind of just let them do what they do, okay? I don't care what they text back to each other. I don't care because I'm not in the situation. But they're going off at each other for a very long time. And I think what made I'm Big Fan mad was because Demon Slayer was talking about some rude stuff on stream, and it must have made him mad, and that's why I'm Your Big Fan went after Demon Slayer. But in that case, both boys, if you're watching this, calm down. It's okay. Just yeah, say sorry next time. Apologize to each other next time, and yeah, and that's it. Anyway, leave that to the side. So now, we're talking about someone said, also, real quick, for YouTube, the people who are over YouTube, okay? People were like, oh, why did you upload 2 videos exact same? It's because I wanted to talking about my skincare routine, and then I made the other video about Demon Slayer Sin, about the chat going after him and stuff, because of what he said. So, I think that was pretty, I upload everything. Everything's content, okay, boys? I get views out of that, okay? God damn. I get views out of that, okay? But crazy the fact, a video that I did a year ago, what was called a funny Pokemon video skit, YouTube has finally put 4K on that video. And that's kind of strange because that video was recorded by a tablet, a Samsung tablet. I'll show you what one I used actually. I have it right here. This is the tablet. You can tell it's Samsung because it says at the back. I used this Samsung tablet to record a video, what was a skit video, a year ago in January 2018, a year ago. Apparently, YouTube thinks 2018 was last year, but it was 4 years ago, so I don't get how it was a year ago, but I do remember me uploading the video. It was 2018, I think the 15th of January, and that's when I was kind of getting out of the skits, and I was kind of done with it because it was just too much editing and too much overtime and stuff like that, and I kind of thought to myself, after this one I'll do a couple of other ones, and then I'm done. I've recorded the Pokemon video off this tablet, and this tablet is only 480 ping, and that's not much. Somehow YouTube has re-edited my Pokemon video and made it 4K. So when you watch the video, it's 4K, and I was like, what the fuck? It's 4K, boys. Like, what the shit? And I was kind of speechless. I was like, wow. But that's that. Another thing also I want to talk about is Apex Legends coming soon on mobile. Even the PS5 controller, what is able to be used on COD Mobile. So if you have a PS5 controller that you have brought from eBay, EB Games, Big W, or if you're in America, Costco, Best Buy, or another shop out there, you can get a PS5 controller to play COD Mobile off. So that's pretty cool. With Apex Legends, it's going to take another couple of years. It will take even longer than expected because of the mechanics for Apex. Originally is going... Now, the Apex is going to be made by Tencent Games, who made PUBG and Call of Duty at the same time. Apex will be making their game in the next future, what will be real fun, and it will be really good. And one day I will test it out and see if I'm good. If I'm good, boys, I'm coming to Apex. Okay, I'm being on that. I'm jumping on that bandwagon. Okay, boys. So yeah, Apex is coming. Today was the new release of the new map on Among Us. That's pretty cool. The airship map. What has been released. There was a trailer in my playlist on what the map looks like. If you already have Among Us, you got to update it. Check out the new map, the new features. It's looking good. It looking really good. So that's that. Among Us. Pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of people told me about esports. Esports will never be talked again. If you do like people reacting to esports talk, I would actually go and check out DeFuseGGX. He's actually doing a couple of esports videos at this timing, so go and check him out. About the PC, I won't be getting a PC because it's a bit too much money, and with COVID, they can't transport it or anything like that. Orders are fucked because of COVID, and I also have a 3-day lockdown, what means it's going to be very, very shit. But, yeah. So that's that. I'll just get an Xbox. I'll wait until the last week of April. But I don't care if I do just chatting. I mean, I can do that for a month or two, okay? I don't care, okay? I'm on Gucci, okay, boys? The new esports Japan will take another 10 years. The org $1.5 billion esports arena, what was going to be made in Japan, will no longer be in 2025. It'll be 2030. 2030, I mean, because it is a big stadium, and it could take years on building the project of what they're doing. But yeah, that's that. A lot of things like esports, CS, talking about other things and thoughts and stuff like that. I will not be joining the CS community anymore. The Anger one, thank you for the follow, my dude. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm not gonna really join the CS because if I didn't play it behind the scenes as much, I would love to play CS, but knowing the fact that when I get the computer, I won't be able to play other games besides CS. And I kind of thought, if I was only playing CS, it's kind of a oopsie daisy kind of thing. It's like I wish I didn't play it back then because I would have been addicted now, and that's kind of a thing that a lot of people say to themselves. So if I was you, chat, get a computer and yeah. Thank you for the follow. I think that was a follow. I don't know. Notification. I don't know. So yeah, that is that. Very, very interesting. But yeah, there's no damn. Yeah, there's some on my app. Is it flat on that side? Maybe it is, yeah. It kind of is. Maybe I'll switch it to the other side of the mouse pad, because this part is like all bended and shit, because how I've been, watching videos and shit too much. So I'll flip it like that side, because it's flatter than the other side. So There we go. Looks much better, bruv. But yeah, I can't wait to get into the live streams by next month, hopefully. I don't know yet. I'm not going to say anything, because if I say something, everyone's going to be like, oh, are you going to do it, this day, that month? And I want to say, because last time I did that with the PlayStation, everyone was going off at me because of how long it took. So everything's going to be silent for the time being because of that. Okay? Oh, it's already an hour. Goddamn. But that's the games for the day, not for the day, but the day. Okay, what's today? What is today? It's Thursday or Friday? Okay, it's Thursday, the 1st of April. So this entire month, I cannot take a day off. If I take a day off in April, you guys control my entire life for a live stream, okay? And I'll make that as an agreement, okay, boys? But I think I'm all Gucci, boys. There's not really much people on the live stream, and I don't really mind that. I don't really care, because the streams have been cutting out all day. You guys can watch this on YouTube or Twitch, whatever you like, okay, boys? I do not care. But yeah, it's the 1st of April, but yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm trying to think. I think it's raining. But yeah, boys. I think it is raining. It looks bright on face cam, but it's... I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Too bright, my camera's all fucked up. I think I'm all good on talking about video games. I'm just trying to think if I was gonna say anything. But the games that I will eventually go back to will be GTA, Fortnite. Those are just the two games. Oh, Warzone. Warzone, I'm definitely going back to that. That was fun, bro. Warzone is the motherfucking best. I would definitely go back. Warzone was fun. I could play that for an entire year without playing another game. But I also want to get some campaign games. I want to get some variety games, or games that we don't really usually play. So I'd love to get into that kind of era. I think that would be very good. I think it'll be fun. I can't wait. There's going to be a couple of 1v1s. As I said before, when the stream started an hour ago, I told you guys about the 1v1s of Fortnite. The only game that I will not 1v1 on anymore would be Fortnite. I will never go back to 1v1 anyone on Fortnite, because it started a lot of shit. It started a lot of fights, and you guys have seen it. It started a whole lot of fights with 20 streamers going at each other. And then at one point, everyone just started leaving Fortnite and going to GTA and going their own ways. And that's what I did. I left Fortnite so I didn't have to deal with the drama. And the other boys who are still on Fortnite may be still in the drama by today, but at least I left. At least I left Fortnite. I will never go back. I will never go back to Fortnite. And I've now officially kind of thought about it. I'm never going back to Fortnite, because if I go to Fortnite, it's just that kind of era that makes other people in the world want to come at me or other people. It's like if I go to Fortnite, I'd get bullied. It'd be like 1v1 me, and then I would 1v1 him, and then there'll be like shit between us two or something. It'd be like if I go back to Fortnite, Crazy Guy 21 will be like, oh, verse me. And I'll be like, oh, okay, we verse. And then he's going to be talking shit the whole time. And then I'm going to be sitting back and I'm going to be like, shit, we're not going to be friends after this. And then what's going to happen is he's going to talk shit the rest of his life, because that's what he does to most people. But as I will say, is I will never, ever return back to Fortnite. The only games that I will return would be GTA, And I think that would be pretty much it. I honestly don't even think I would rather go back to Fortnite, to be honest with you. I'm never going back to Fortnite. I would rather play Warzone, Daisy, I would play Halo. The people I would only verse would be other streamers on Warzone and possibly the dude who...
Dishes.
Okay. And with the other dudes who are on Warzone, because I know that they have better ranks, but I could still, you know, there could be a couple of people. You could be 1v1, and you could possibly win. Depends on what you do, you know? And I feel like Warzone in that way is actually better than Fortnite, because Fortnite's got this stupid kind of building mechanic that people hate. People like Warzone because it's Call of Duty, you know? Everyone loves Call of Duty. On the Black Ops and everything like that, it's good. Even Cold War, like, and personally, I would never go back to Cold War. I think I was playing that for half a year and I was already bored, so I'm never going back to Cold War. I'm not going back to, you know, other games like Destiny 2 or, you know, other games that I've played in the past. I think I'll get into the new ones like Halo when, you know, games that I would actually enjoy playing. I think Halo at the moment is it'll be fun. And I know Demon Slayer, I mean, he already talks shit. If I 1v1 him, it'll be good, you know. Or Doom, verse him in both. And I think that'll be a future 1v1 that people will actually enjoy watching. I think it'll be pretty good. And then whoever wants to verse me in Warzone, or multiplayer Warzone, I mean, that's fine. That's up to people if they want to do that. But yeah, I think that would be actually pretty good. But yeah, Chad, I mean, there's going to be other games out there that I'll return, like, obviously GTA because RP, Meet the Boys again. Because when we play GTA, it's fun as hell. With it being Fortnite, there's always trouble. There was always an argument about something on Fortnite. If we play GTA, I mean, they can't really argue if we're an RP server because it's pretty much the guidelines. You can't really talk about anything in real life. You can only talk about things in the game, you know, what have happened. You never know. I could join the RP server and the boys could be a snitch and they could fire back, but I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna start, you know, firing these dudes up. If they come at me, I mean, fuck, I'll make my own game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't see myself playing GTA until sometime next year, and I think that's a respectable time to play GTA will be sometime next year. This year, not really, because I think this year the only games I'll be doing will be Warzone, Halo, and then variety games, so like single player and Red Dead and all those games that I kind of want to go past. I think that'll be really good. But yeah, boys. Anyway, it's getting late. Shutting down the stream. A lot of people weren't in the stream today because the stream kept cutting out. So a lot of people decided not to come today because they're like, oh, well, if this stream's going to keep cutting out, we may as well just not watch it because it might happen again. So yeah, that's why. But yeah, that is that. And I'm going to go offline. Appreciate everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know when because I could be legit staying up all night. and I could wake up pretty late. So whatever time tomorrow, put your notifications on, and we will, I think what we'll talk about tomorrow, chat. We'll talk about some, Tomorrow we will talk about some, I'm thinking, tomorrow we will be talking, whenever I do a stream, put your notifications on Twitch, about the new games, what are going to be released by the end of this year, or possibly the start of next year. Because every year we're going to have something fun come out. So, tomorrow's stream, we'll be watching some stuff, hopefully. I'll see it from my end, but I don't think you'll be able to see it from your end because of copyright. So, we'll talk about some new games that are coming out. And it'll be in some new consoles, maybe. And I think that'll be all Gucci. But I appreciate everyone coming. Appreciate everyone who tried coming to my stream earlier before. Be back again tomorrow sometime. I'll see you guys then. Appreciate you guys. Peace out, boys. Peace out, boys. Okay? Anyway, boys, have a good one. Be safe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever the fuck I'm online. Anyway, boys, have a good one. Peace out, boys. Peace, motherfuckers. Shit.